Disturbing violent images are flooding online and social media following the ongoing attacks in Israel. Shielding your children can be a goal for parents, but what do you really do if traumatic images do slip through? This morning, we're joined by psychiatrist Dr. Daniel Bober to help us walk through. Good morning, sir. Good to see you.
Good morning, Holly.
You know, it's interesting because the thing about social media is that we kind of need it to be informed. We're informed real time. Yet at the same time, there's so much misinformation, disinformation, and graphic, violent images. It's really hard to navigate it.
I agree. I think it's like your previous story about the Las Vegas Sphere. Some people just don't want to look away, or it's like rubbernecking on the highway. And I think when you make it taboo, and for some kids, they actually want to see it more.
Yeah, you know, I know there was a call by many yesterday to have kids or have your kids totally delete the social media apps. But depending on the age of your child, that's just not realistic, right? So the thing is, first of all, how do you talk to your kids really about the need to limit what they're watching, that it's not healthy to just continually watch that kind of stuff?
Well, listen, we know that over 40% of kids by age 10 have their own smartphone, and by the time they're 14, it's in the 90 percentile or higher. So it's very hard to really prevent kids from seeing these images. And even if you put parental controls on at home, you know, they're going to go to their friends at school and they're going to be sitting around, everyone looking at one iPhone or one Android phone, looking at some of these disturbing images. So it's very difficult to do that. But that being said, I think it's important as a parent to try to guide your child through this, to talk to them about it, to keep an open line of communication, and to check in with them and to say, hey, what have you seen? How did it make you feel? Do you want to talk about it? Because you can't assume that because they don't come to you, that they're not looking at these images, and you don't want to create a sense of shame or humiliation. You want to make sure that they come to you with these things so that you can discuss it further.
You know, we can't keep them from seeing it. And I think what I am hearing you say is that we can help them process it, right? And that's any kind of thing we go through life. How do we go about processing it? Talking is one way, like you just said. Is another way to get away from it? Like, let's go take a distraction, right? Maybe I don't want to talk about it right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think going for a walk is very good. People, when they walk with their kids, they tend to process things better. Physical activity is good. And saying to them, you know, this is something that's very unhealthy for you. Some of these images are going to be out there. We know that they're, you know, a propaganda tool, that they're a recruitment tool for extremists, and they're designed to stoke fear. So in a sense, we're helping the terrorists when we view these images. We're doing things that are actually helpful to the enemy. So I think you have to really talk to them about it and explain to them what the intent is behind it and not to feed into it.
What about perhaps I could see like a teenager being enraged and saying, I really want to do something to help, you know, or just being so sad at what they're seeing of what's happening to families over there. Is that another way to process it, to find a way that you can be charitable?
Absolutely. With crisis comes opportunity. With younger kids, you can do something like draw a picture or write a poem. But for older kids, maybe donating to a humanitarian organization, giving them a sense of agency, of empowerment, that they actually do something in the world to make it a better place.
And it goes without saying, of course, if your child's really having a difficult time and you see certain signs, you should seek the help of a professional like you. Dr. Daniel Bober, thank you so much for being with us and giving us some insight and some really important tips this morning. Appreciate it.
My pleasure, Holly.
All right, Jeanette, over to you.
Important conversation there, Holly. Thank you.